So when you first started with ITTA, you would have had to sign a learning plan. The unit code is on the left-hand side, made up of 12 units all up, and then you have the actual finish dates. So this example here, we have the 12th of September as the finish date. I actually have to sign this as well, and then you will see this attached to an email which I've sent you to request that you invite me to these calendars. So each of these due dates, I want to see that you invite me, and that way we actually see that task 6A of the very first unit is going to be very meaningful, because we're going to be able to see where you are. I'll be able to monitor that as well. I will show you how to do this using Google as well as Outlook. If you're using other apps, I'm sorry, but you are on your own for that one. So let's just get started. So we have a Google Calendar up here, and what I'll do is the 9th of September, I believe we were looking at. So just here, and I'm going to just simply either press on it or click create. So I'll just press on it here, and you want to create a title for this. So you could put TAEPDD401. That's the unit code, and it is due. And you simply want to add me, and that's Kim at ittaacademy.net.au. There we go. And so that's pretty much it. And I would like you just to save that. Ask whether you want to email those invites. So I'm just going to press send there, and you can just invite all guests. Okay, so that's using Google Calendar. And if I was to use Outlook, go two screens here. This would be Outlook. It's a very similar way of doing it. If it's the 9th of, this is August, so it's September, I'd do the same thing here. I think you can click on it and then just simply have a title as TAEPDD401 and due at ITTA. 9th of September, and then really early in the morning, let's say 7 o'clock. Okay, and then we'll just send. And there you go. Okay, so that's what I want you to do for all of the 12 units of competency there. And then if you want, of course, you can go a week from this date and then put your certificate for training and assessment as achieved. Now, I want you to think, you can change these days, due dates, but I want you to think within reason. And I always talk about learning being the best when you're just slightly out of your comfort zone. So if they're too easy to achieve, then perhaps make it a little bit harder, but you know your schedule more than anybody else. Okay, so the other thing that I want to mention is that when it's in front of you, you can see when it's about to be due. And that way, chances are you are going to achieve them. All things being equal, the person who actually puts a date on things will actually achieve them. The chances of achieving something when you have, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next month, or I'll do it when I have time, you're not going to achieve it, because this isn't one of those easy one-day courses. It's a course where you're going to have to really dedicate yourself to achieving. So when you're approaching that day and you think, I'm not going to really make it, then please book a time, have a meeting with me so we can think of ways in which we can keep us on track. I also want to mention that achieving these units is really a privilege. It is not something I should be pestering you about, because this qualification is going to add, I'm not just saying like skills, but it's just, or dollar signs, but it's a lot more. And I have seen companies poach people with this qualification because it is that desirable. The other thing that you should note is if you're not working towards completing it, then there will be implications as per the standards 1.18. So let me just show you that. So the other thing that you should note, if you are actually not working towards completing this qualification, there will be implications as per the clause 1.18 of the standards for RTO. So if you have a look here, if you are working under supervision of a trainer because you don't have the Cert 4 in training and assessment, then you need to be actively working towards a training and assessment credential specified in item 8 of Schedule 1, which is the Cert 4 in training and assessment. So it is really important that we have these touch points. Minimum once a month, we want to be seeing you making progress, because if you are not, well, the standard is this is a legislated instrument that we have to comply with. And if we don't comply with it, then essentially we will be breaking the law. So those people who have done this are noticeably more on track than those who don't. There is a science behind this, and I want you to succeed. You want to succeed. However, ceteris paribus, the person who puts a date to it will achieve it, no doubt. And those who don't, don't. So when you send me a rough weekly timetable, you are once again fixing in your mind how you are going to achieve this. This video has been made as a request from a student. To see me make more awesome videos like this one, please put your request in the comments.